Welcome back to English with a Twist, the podcast where we spice up language learning with a dash of humor and a sprinkle of fun. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I am Mike, the guy who still confuses there, and they are after all these years.
Classic Mike. So, today we're diving into the wonderful world of learning English at home. Mike, what's your secret?
Well, Sarah, it's all about finding the right balance between studying and being watching Netflix.
Sounds like my kind of study plan. But seriously, how do you keep yourself motivated?
Honestly, I set small achievable goals. Like today I will learn 5 new words and then reward myself with a cookie. It's all about the cookie motivation.
I like your style, Mike. But what about grammar?
The nemesis of every language learner. I tackle grammar like I tackle a buffet, one dish at a time, and with lots of napkins for the mess I make.
That's a visual I won't forget. But seriously, practice makes perfect, right?
Absolutely. I mean, Rome was not built in a day, and neither was my English proficiency. It's all about those baby steps.
So true. And speaking of steps, what about speaking practice?
The dreaded speaking practice. I just pretend I am a famous movie star rehearsing my Oscar acceptance speech. Works like a charm.
You never fail to crack me up, Mike. But seriously, finding ways to make speaking practice enjoyable is key.
Exactly. What are it's talking to yourself in the mirror or having imaginary conversation with your pet. Just go for it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Learning English at home doesn't have to be boring. With a sprinkle of humor and a pinch of perseverance, you'll be fluent in no time.
And don't forget the cookies.
All right, folks, let's dig a bit deeper into some practical tips for learning English at home. Mike, any favorite resources you swear by?
Oh, absolutely. YouTube is my go-to. I mean, where else can you learn English from a British grandma teaching you how to make scones while improving your vocabulary?
That's a delicious way to learn. I'm more of a podcast person myself. You know, listening to native speakers chat about everything from pop culture to quantum physics.
Yes, the perfect balance of entertainment and education. But let's not forget about the power of music. I have learned more English from Casey tunes than I ever did in a classroom.
That's music to my ears. Mike, and speaking of music, have you ever tried karaoke as a language learning tool?
Oh, you bet. Nothing boosts your confidence like belting out Bohemian.
Now that's a performance I'd love to see. But in all seriousness, anything that gets you speaking and having fun is a win.
Absolutely. And hey, if all else fails, there's always the good old method of talking to yourself. Just be sure to do it in private, unless you want your neighbors to think you're auditioning for a one-person play.
Wise words, Mike. Well, folks, whether you're singing karaoke, chatting with your pet, or making scones with a British grandma on YouTube, remember to embrace the journey of learning English at home. Until next time, keep the laughter flowing and the cookies baking.